Hey, what's up, guys? So, I have a plan to pass the jlpt in July. I did, however, do the test last year, like last July, and I didn't pass. So here's my score. I'm probably showing it right now on the screen somewhere. Um, I wasn't close, so yeah, that was pretty. It wasn't like I did a lot though. I remember I had like a plan to sort of get a certain amount of books. Uh, and like actually get through all of them, which I think was kind of, it wasn't really school, it was kind of school, but also just me, I guess, not having enough discipline to just properly get through all of them, and that just caused me to kind of not study enough. I do remember that I also probably studied stuff wrong. For example, I remember there was this one like vocab book that I went through entirely, but like vocab wasn't my weak point, but I just did vocab first because that was like way easier than the reading comprehension stuff. So that was kind of a waste. I don't even think any of the words from that book came in the test. Anyway, so my plan was, I actually had like a list of like checkpoints, things that I wanted to do every month from now until July. So let's start with November. I just realized I literally typed every... Did I seriously type every month? Yeah, I'm also trying to type line with 10 fingers, so that's also like a thing that's going on. Maybe I should make videos about that too. Anyway, so it's November, so I kind of started this really late, right? So this was literally a week ago, I think I started making this. So for now, for November, I just had trying to beat this game, which I still actually did do. I think I'm close to beating it. I'm gonna try and beat it today. And if in case you're sleeping on these games, Professor Layton, like this is like actually godlike for learning any language. I think they actually localized the game in a bunch of languages. If you can like find the ROMs or something, that's gonna be super useful. Moving on to December, I think these two books, I was like, so 2 books in 1 month with a game might seem like a lot of work because also I'm still a full-time college student. But I think it's actually gonna be doable because these books are not like too... I did the previous, I did like the vocab book of this series, and it's pretty doable. Like, it's not too much work, and I actually made a little bit of progress with both of these books when I tried to study for the jlpt last time. So I think this is very doable if I just, you know, put my mind to it. And then one more video game. You're gonna see I'm literally gonna put a video game every single month because I think it just helps so much with like also just getting into the habit of just like constantly being exposed to the language, but also the fact that it unironically really helps you learn because you're so like immersed in the video game. It's gonna be you're gonna be like way more interested in learning more. It's honestly crazy. I feel like it should be, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot more to win because usually people say like video games like a waste of time, and most of the time it is a waste of time. But like you can have really useful, there's like very good uses for video games in cases like this when trying to learn language. January. So this book's pretty heavy. I like did a little bit of this book, like a few pages. It actually takes a lot of time to get through because they have like very elaborate explanations, and then they have you do a bunch of questions from the same grammar point. Like it actually is pretty heavy. So I feel like just beating this book in 1 month with a video game is going to be really nice. Yeah, that really. I think that is definitely doable if I just take the time for it. And the reason why I decided to do this book is because I actually did Punpo is actually one of the things I did the most, I think, before the previous jlpt, but I realized that I still didn't score too well in that area. So yeah, I just kind of decided that I just gotta be like all around, just do like literally everything really well, because I'm trying to kind of just get a full score on the exam. I feel like if I go in with the intention of getting a full score, even if I don't get a full score, I'm at least gonna pass, you know? So I'm like super like hyper intentional with this stuff, so I'm trying to like really get everything down. So then we have February. What the hell is my spelling? So this Migi thing is actually a app. I like purchased the subscription like before the previous jlpt, but my subscription is still running till April, so I thought I might as well just use it. They had like a ton of example questions that I could use. Sadly, not really explanations, but I have like friends that can help me with that. And Tokai, this is gonna be, I think, one of the hardest part, the reading comprehension. I feel like if I get that part properly this time, I'm gonna pass regardless. And another Yakuza game. You're literally gonna see this the whole time right now. I'm literally just gonna play all the Yakuza games before. I was thinking of kind of like mixing it up and having different video games, but I feel like Yakuza just works so well because of how like immersive it is. I don't know. I really liked the previous games. So the previous games, the one I played, Zero. I think it was Zero I played. That's the only one I played so far that I beat. Yeah. So moving on to March, we have so it's like the last month I have this Migi thing, so I just decided to get both of them out of the way. They had a ton of example questions, and I think especially the Boombo is really gonna help because I've already done like the Content Master where you like really go deep into it, and then here you just have a bunch of questions, so that helps like refresh all that and like keep everything ready. You know what I mean? Another Yakuza game, and vocab, because despite the fact that I thought like vocab was the one I thought would have been totally fine, but during the exam I still realized there was a ton of vocab I didn't know, which I was kind of surprised. But even the first 6 questions where they have you do kanji reading, I actually didn't know all of them. I remember I think I knew like 4 out of 6, and the other 2 was like, wait, what the hell is this? I've never seen that word before. But I think that stuff just kind of can't be helped because they're always going to try and find stuff that you don't know. April, I feel like April is going to be the hardest month because this book is going to be like actual hell. Like this shit's going to take a fuck ton of time, I feel like. And then on top of that, a video game. So I think April's probably going to be the hardest. Yeah, not much to say about that. This like these Kanza Master books are like really heavy in general. But then on top of that, Tokai. Tokai is like the thing I'm struggling with the most. So while at first I thought it might be better to just do a bunch of Tokai, I think I actually need to just score really well on all parts. Because it's not like I had less than 20 points for Tokai, so it's like I still feel like I kind of lucked out, because I did remember that when I took the test. I literally was like halfway through Tokai, and then all of a sudden the dude said like we had only a few more minutes left. And then at the end, I like really quickly just filled everything in case I got some points. So, but yeah. Also, I have a fever, by the way, so that's why my voice is kind of odd. Moving on. Yeah, next is May, right? Yeah, okay, month. So May, I want to kind of focus on this another Kanza Master, the really difficult book with vocab. I feel like because it is vocab, I can definitely get some listening in there too, which is also going to be really important, by the way, because listening is like, I thought listening would be my, well, it's still the thing I scored the best on, but I was actually expecting to just like honestly ace the listening when I did it, and I was very surprised by how difficult, because I did like a bunch of listening practice too before I did the first jlpt, and I actually did pass. Well, I didn't get like over 30 points, but like I was expecting to do way better, so I was very surprised by how many points I got even during the exam. So yeah, I think it's still good to get some of that practice in there, and then another Yakuza game, because you know, why the hell not. We're gonna be up to speed for when the next Yakuza comes out. And then we have June, which is like the last month, because the exam's like July 1st or 2nd or 3rd or something. It's like the first. Yeah, whatever. I just had one book, which is like 20 Ichigo Okak, so it's like every single day you have something to do, I assume. And then on top of that, beating Yakuza 6, that's kind of the goal here. Yeah, the reason why I decided to not do too much on the last month before the exam is literally because it's not gonna be feasible, because I have like my scripts, like my graduation project for my internship for my school, because I have to get my bachelor's degree in this month. And on top of that, I actually also have a few subjects that I still have to do from previous years, so like it's gonna be super busy. I still think this is doable though. I think I can definitely make time for this. And yeah, then it's all I gotta do is just pass, you know, and hopefully with a full score, because that's my goal, kind of. So yeah, that's the whole video, kind of. Maybe I can do like a monthly progress thing, like after every month be like, oh, this is how it went, and whatever. That would be pretty funny, and then obviously do one video after I actually took the exam and stuff, just to kind of give more people a, you know, sense of what the road looks like and what it takes to actually pass. Yeah, just that, I guess, because I'm pretty sure that I looked at the pass rates and it's like half of the people only pass this test, so there's probably a lot of people that haven't passed it and, you know, might maybe want to see what they can do to pass next year. I don't really have like a literal reason to pass this exam. I just kind of did it because I thought it was fun. I don't have any plans to like work for a Japanese company or something like that, so I'm probably not gonna need it, but I still thought it was this really great like motivator to just improve my Japanese, so that's kind of why I'm doing it. And also just because I think it's fun, like I'm enjoying it, especially when I'm playing video games. I think the textbooks might be a bit more torture, but I feel like they do pay off because you actually learn stuff that you can then apply. Where you can't really apply it. You can apply it if you like talk to people or something, but if you're like playing video games, you're like, oh, I understand this better now, you know, stuff like that. So yeah, this kind of the video. Yeah, take care, guys. Let me know if you have any suggestions, or if you want to know more about what I've been doing so far to learn. Yeah, that's kind of it. See you guys.